Mr. President, good evening and welcome. Thank you for always opting to serve your people. Good evening and welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Paddy. Thank you, fellow Ambazonians. Thank you, well wishers, and everyone that is tuned now.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. President. The massacre in Egbekaw, Mamfe is one too many of them. And I'm sure your mind is bugging with a lot of reports that we've gotten and diverse contravening or contradictory reports from different quarters. Atanganji did it in Pinyin, Menka. Portason did it in Lebialem. And now Victor Mengot has done it in Egbekaw. These are team players of the same coach, having the same playbook, recycling the same strategy. Mr. President, the international community is looking up to you today. Amazonians are hoping to hear if something or hope can return to them. I'd like to ask you to please provide your immediate response to us or towards this shocking and horrifying massacre that occurred in Egbekaw and Mamfe yesterday. And also want to apologize to those who were waiting for Lady Casey. She just indicated health challenge and she will not be with us. Thank you, Mr. President. The floor is yours.
We are beyond shocked, and we are in the constant shock as we see our people being massacred mercilessly and being used uh, as political pawns to score political points, being used to create political narratives by a regime that has clearly qualified as a criminal regime that is committed and committing war crimes with impunity because of a silent international community that only ends up by condemning and doing nothing, nothing to hold them accountable, even when they have confessed to crimes, even when international bodies, human rights watch groups have proven that these are criminals, these are people who have committed these crimes, yet there have not been any attempts to hold these people accountable. So now they are swimming in a wave of impunity. They know that they can do anything, nobody will hold them accountable. The only thing they need to do is to give an explanation. And there will be no fact finding mission, there will be no follow up, there will be no independent investigation to prove the truth. And so they continue in this war of attrition, hoping that by all means they will be able to subdue our people, turn them against the struggle, and cause the struggle to end without a negotiation, without negotiating with us. So they think they have the might, and we have nothing. So they can take us for they can win us in any fight in this fight, and own our land and keep us as their slaves in perpetuity. So that is shocking. My shock is not that you see this has happened. Some more are going to happen because the enemy has understood the language of the international community that they should go ahead and do whatever they can do. They will not be held accountable. So this will continue, and it's very sad that the world is reacting for lesser atrocities happening elsewhere, but doing nothing for what is you have rightly described as the genocide going on in Amazonia, and doing nothing. I'm short of words. It's very sad. My heart and prayer goes to the people of Manu, people of Amazonia. This is just one out of uncounted, uncountable massacres. What can we say? The one thing I know is that we know people pay a price to this extent and will not gain the crown. We have paid beyond the price for our to go our separate way now. Because all this is still telling us one thing. The killers of these our children cannot be our neighbors, cannot be our neighbors next door, or cannot continue to govern us. For us, we are animals. This is how to treat animals, not how to treat people. The ones called brothers in 1961. This is not how it is. I know they have. Here's one thing: when a crime is committed, before somebody should be made a suspect, there are certain things that investigators look for. But be very careful with those people who start giving you details of what has happened even before an investigation. That's what criminals do to hide their crimes. And I saw that all over the place. Minutes after reports came, I saw them parading in the CPDM regalia, giving details of the crime, which happened at night. but but at night they already knew the details of everything that happened to the victim, what was done to the victims, and so on. That is to tell you that it was premeditated, it was planned, and they had all the scripts written. And I will be able to explain more as we proceed. What, in my understanding, analyzing it as an actor in this struggle, knowing the character and the behavior of the parties, I can tell you exactly what is cooking because it's not different from what we know.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Your Secretary of State for Communication and IT sometime last week sent out an audio in anticipation of the horror that awaits our people. Now, that's just to confirm what you have said.